Hello, everybody. So I'm going to read out of this book today. Um, I've missed you, but I've been taking care of myself. As I said in the other video I just posted, I'll put it at the end of this video in case you want to watch it, feel moved to watch it. Usually they're related. Okay. So anyway, this one is called New Relationship Behaviors. Whoa. We talk much about new relationship behaviors in recovery. Allowing others to be themselves without overreacting and taking it personally, and owning our power to take care of ourselves. That was big right there. We talk much about new relationship behaviors in recovery, allowing others to be themselves without overreacting and taking it personally, and owning our power to take care of ourselves. That is a journey right there, okay? We talk about letting go of our need to control, focusing on self-responsibility and not setting ourselves up to be victims by focusing on the other person while neglecting ourselves. We talk about having and setting healthy boundaries, talking directly, and taking responsibility for what we want and need. While these behaviors certainly help us deal with addicted people, these are not behaviors intended only for use in what we call dysfunctional relationships. These behaviors are new relationship behaviors. They help us in stressful relationships. They can help us get through times of stress in healthy relationships. The recovery behaviors we are learning are tools, healthy relationship skills that help us improve the quality of all our relationships. Recovery means self-care, learning to take care of ourselves and love others and love ourselves with people. The healthier we become, the healthier our relationships become, and we'll never outgrow our need for healthy behaviors. Today, I will remember to apply my recovery behaviors in all my relationships with friends and coworkers, as well as in any special love relationship. I will work hard at taking care of myself in the troublesome relationships, figuring out which skill might best apply. I will also consider ways that my healthy relationships might benefit from my new relationship skills. Dang, that was pretty intense, right? Again, I'm just going to say practice, practice, practice. These are not things that I changed overnight, so I'm assuming that nobody can. I mean, maybe, but I know I didn't, certainly. My relationships, like, I'm still learning how to deal with people. I've just first I had to go through like this whole period of lessons of like understanding like what's not okay. Like it's like almost like my mind had to be stripped of everything that I thought a relationship actually consisted of, and stop putting myself in harm's way and like come out of that victim mentality, to take control over my life and to realize I do have the power, the power to say, who and what I do and how I handle my relationships. One of the greatest things that anyone's ever said to me was, Lisa, the sooner you learn to mind your own damn business, the sooner your life is going to change. And I mean, I was highly offended when she first said it to me, but I understand it today. I have no control over what anybody else does. And a lot of the times when I've been argumentative in relationships or just had a lot of uncomfortability in my relationships, it's because I was trying to change something about that person, you know, um, or that relationship to better fit my needs, and that's not what true love is, or at least that's not what my understanding of true love represents. I've come to understand that it's about getting to that point of unconditionally loving another, and you know with no expectations. It's just like, when you love somebody, you just love somebody. You don't love them, contingent on what they can do for you, or contingent on whether they do this or that. It's like, when for me anyway, what I've learned is that love withstands, it's like you can it's like it withstands through it all. It's like, just because somebody does something wrong, it doesn't mean like my love for them or what is perceived as wrong, or maybe they're doing something. It's 11:11 right now. It just means that I have to love them from a distance, and I've found that out in numerous of the relationships that I've been in. It doesn't mean that I love these people any less. It just means that, I know for me, there's relationships where I have to love from a distance. And it doesn't mean like just because they're not doing what I feel like they should do doesn't mean that I'm going to like come over here and like talk trash about them with everybody else. Everybody has to do what they have to do to grow and learn. I mean, that's what I had to do. And it wasn't until I recognized that I had to move through my own journey, and was like started to learn some compassion for myself, that I started to learn compassion for other people, and as I learned to forgive myself for doing things over and over and over and over again, it was like I realized like, man, if it's been this difficult for me to understand, you know, how can I not figure that it's difficult for other people to understand as well, So I don't know, it just I've learned to draw a lot of boundaries, and it's taken practice. I mean, I'm 49 years old, it's like, and I finally feel like I have some sense of freedom in my life, and a lot of gratitude in my life, and I'm very protective over the peace of mind that I've earned, over, you know, I would like to say for like the last like 20 years, because that's when I've really started working on myself and to heal from the inside out, and but it's definitely been a road for me anyway, where I've been knocked down and had to climb back up, and then I get knocked down and I've had to climb back up, you know, um, looking the fool plenty of times, I've had this hole in my heart that can only be filled with God. And it's just like, learning to, realize like, I don't get to pick, it's like things I'm learning to allow things to unravel, and that's been very like recognizing my own control freakness inside me. It's like I didn't realize it. It's like the longer that I work on myself, the deeper that I realize how controlling I have been. And even with my boxing, like, my coach videoed me yesterday. I was doing the speed bag, and every time I do the speed bag, he tells me the same thing. He tells me to step back and to relax. Like I have to relax, and that's like and he's always telling me, because I'm very intense, when I'm boxing and in my training, and he's always telling me it's like learning. I've loosened up a lot, but it's like this is really brought my attention to uh, just how much of a control freak I am, and so he videoed me doing the speed bag so I could see like how fucking controlling I am. It's like I'm so obsessed with like hitting the bag perfectly, okay, and consistently and not stopping, that it's like um I mean, I saw it like when I watched the video and I saw how I was standing. I was like, man, I need to get back and I need to fucking relax. Like, what the hell? And today when I went in, I did it much better. I was much more relaxed. I did it a lot faster. And but I've been doing boxing for like 4 months. So it's been this. I have just been pushing against it, like to relax because I want to do it perfectly. I want to get it down. I want to, but it's like boxing is a lot like dancing. It's like just letting my body be free, and I'm learning how to do that, so it's it's wild how much boxing has, like, it's just helped me, like, with everything, with meditation, with my breathing. Like, it's just so amazing what it's done for me, and even my thinking, and just working with my body, like unifying me with my body. And anyway, I don't know how that got all sidetracked, but that's that. I'm gonna I feel like it's done. They're telling me to get one of these cards, so I'm gonna get one. Oh, you know what we didn't do is the oracle, but they're telling me to get one of these. So trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? And play. See, have fun. See, and this kind of ties into what that reading was that I just finished. It was like really like lightening up, and having fun. All right, let's see. And now I'm hearing that song, Mercy. Like, it's a country song. Why you gotta show up looking so good just to hurt me? All right, give me one card for the collective today. Taming the Wind. This is number 55, which is change, right? 5 is about change. All right, let's read what this has to say so we can wrap this up. Taming the Wind. Here, the feather, a symbol that is used in clearing ceremonies for smudging, reminds you of the sacred commitment you make to your life. This is the symbol of consciously bringing the spiritual into the material, infusing the world with reverence and an acknowledgement of the higher planes of existence that influence and animate all life. The feather is a symbolic reminder of deliberately entering into a partnership with the Great Spirit to co-create for the highest good of all. For the highest good of all. That's like the biggest thing, okay? The highest good of all right? Yeah. I just heard, so no cruel intentions. It's like creating for the highest good of all. Like, we want the best of for everyone. The invitation. It's time to clear your energy. Be present and become conscious of how you communicate. This is a good time to write in a journal and put your thoughts into a cohesive form. Perhaps you need to actually do a smudging ceremony in your home or office, creating a sacred space to write about your dreams and desires. Just remember that when Taming the Wind appears as a symbol, it's time to honor the Great Spirit with reverence and respect. It's time to clean up any misunderstandings with others. Clear the air after disagreements and allow others to share their side of things. You are called now to be a good listener. This is not a time to be right. It's a time for you to understand rather than be understood. Good things come out of the restraint of tongue and pen. You will be surprised at how things get resolved when you will allow for all sides to have value. Wow. So this really ties into that healthy relationships, right? Yeah. Learning a new way of living and approaching life and your relationships. So that pretty much said everything. That gave like a lot of instructions there. So say what you need to say or whatever. Say what you want to say. Yeah, the mystical shaman. Yeah, see, I feel like there's something 6 of air. There's some sort of, yeah, moving away from strife, okay? I definitely feel like this is tied into the reading I just did. So, I'm going to put that at the end of this reading so you can watch it if you want to there, but yeah, this is about a release of control and just kind of like moving with the flow. There's a strong desire here to trust what's happening. You may even be heading towards a place where you're just like moving forward alone, okay? But they still want you to or single. They said single. Okay? So it's like but they're saying to have fun. This is why they had me pull these cards here. It says don't be so serious. Have fun, celebrate, and don't be so serious. I know I have that problem, dude. I fucking overthink the shit out of things, you know? I am like pretty much all fire and all freaking air signs, okay? And I mean, I have a couple of other things in there, but most of my chart is like fire and air. So it's like I either freaking pounce or I fucking overanalyze the shit out of things. Anyway, I love you. If you guys are interested in a personal reading, all my information is in the description box, okay? I hope you have an amazing day. I love you.